Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jason White. This is my channel, Jason's Weird Reads. If you like horror fiction, or the darker side of fiction, such as science fiction, fantasy, please subscribe and we will discuss some books. Alright, so this is my October 2019 to be read list. And it's kind of small. There's 5 books here. So I'm going to start off with R.L. Stine. I've been reading some Goosebumps books lately, and I thought I would make a go of some Halloween stories written by R.L. Stine. I can't talk today. I'm a little bit sick. Anyways, so I'm gonna start it off with Attack of the Jack-o'-lanterns, and this is a Goosebump book written by R.L. Stine, and it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I actually don't know much about this one. I bought it blindly. I have the ebook, but you know, it's Goosebumps, R.L. Stine, and a Halloween story. So, and speaking of R.L. Stine, I'm also going to read Halloween Night. I found this for cheap on a thrift bookstore or something like that. It was like $3, and so I swiped it. And this one is here, let me read you the synopsis. This party is a killer. Brenda hates her cousin Haley, and Brenda isn't the only one, because Haley keeps stealing other people's boyfriends. So Brenda and her friend decide to plan the perfect murder, something to go along with Brenda's perfect Halloween party. Not that they're really going to kill anyone. It's just a joke, right? Haha. So, yeah, this I think is more of R.L. Stine's teen horror, not really for the young ones. But it looks like a lot of fun. And lastly, for the Halloween themed books, I got this last year. I think I got it after Halloween, and I was saving it for this Halloween. And that is the Mammoth book of Halloween stories, edited by Stephen Jones. Now this has stories in it by, here, let me go to the table of contents. Stories by Neil Gaiman, Steve Rasnick-Tem, Alison Littlewood, James Ebersole, Nancy Kilpatrick, Richard Gavin, Storm Constantine, Adrian Cole, Angela Slater, Mary O'Regan, Ramsey Campbell, Robert Hood, Richard Christian Matheson, Lisa Morton, Joe R. Lansdale, Iglo Carl's daughter. I know I slaughtered that one. Kate Gardner, Robert Silverberg, Michael Marshall Smith, Sharon Gosling, Stephen Gallagher, Helen Marshall, Scott Bradfield, Thana Nivu, Robert Shearman, Christopher Fowler, and Jane Yolen. There's some really well-known authors in here. It would have been cool if there was a Caitlin Kiernan story in here, because I don't know if she's written any Halloween themed stories though, but she's usually in a lot of these Mammoth books of horror and whatnot. And so I'm really looking forward into diving into this. This will help me get into the Halloween spirit. And lastly, this isn't Halloween themed, at least I don't think it is. I got this book for my birthday, and I'm going to read The Institute by Stephen King. I have a couple people interested in buddy reading this with me. We're going to be starting it soon. I don't know, there's no organization yet. Just a couple people said they were interested. So if you're interested, make sure you comment. We'll be picking this up probably really shortly. So make sure you comment soon if you want to get in on that. And this is Stephen King's children trapped in a medical facility against their will. There's some people who compared this in my birthday haul video. I forget who said it, but they mentioned that a lot of people are comparing this to Stranger Things. And sure, it has a Stranger Things feel about it, but a lot of people are forgetting that Stephen King kind of started that whole thing with Firestarter. So, and Stranger Things is, a lot of that is influenced by Stephen King stories. So Stephen King capitalizing on Stranger Things, it's more like Stranger Things capitalizing on Stephen King. And this book Stephen King may have written this book in not response to that, but because it's popular and because he was probably excited to write something like this again. I don't know. But let's give due where it's due. Stephen King started all this with, actually Dean Koontz had a few stories with kids in institutes. Door to December, I think, is one. Anyway, so The Institute by Stephen King. It's going to be a fun read. I've heard nothing but good so far. First page I turned to. Hell is here. Alright. So, that is my October to be read. I don't usually do too many to be read list videos. I like watching them, but I don't make them too often because I just never know what I'm going to be reading. I made one for this one because it's Halloween and I wanted to read some Halloween themed books along with Stephen King's new book. So, thank you for watching, and keep being creative, and I will catch you in the next bookish video.